Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. This is weekly vlog number 18 and I'm filming this intro 2 weeks after this started. So yes, you're probably wondering, oh, was she editing? She completely forgot to do an intro, so that's what she's doing now. And no, that is not the case. I had some issues with my Mac last week. I managed to fix it, great. And then I was like, so busy like trying to fix things, like move like files onto like my external hard drive, etc. And I accidentally ended up deleting the first half of this vlog, guys. Yeah. So this is why I'm filming this intro now. So this vlog, it was supposed to be the 31st of January up until the 6th of February. And the first 4 days are missing. Yes, the first 4 days are gone. So I'm doing this to give you a little catch up on what happened those first 4 days, and then you can go straight into basically the weekend vlog. It's basically a weekend vlog. So because it was like the end of January and February hadn't quite started, and WISHLIST is happening in February, we're starting the 1st of February, and OlympicsAthon, which will start on the 2nd of February, I didn't have any ongoing books on the Monday, so I decided to pick up #Follow Me for Murder by Sarah E. Burr, and I read that across the first couple of days. So you will not see any footage of that in this because it's part of the lost footage, guys. So this was an arc from NetGalley that was coming out on the 15th of February. I'm filming this on the 14th of February, so it's tomorrow that comes out. And you should be hopefully watching this today. So if you like the sound of this, it comes out tomorrow. Go and get it, guys. So yes, this is like a cozy murder mystery, which I really enjoy them. I always find them really fun, a nice light read to kind of change the pacing, of the books that I'm reading. So I ended up giving this a 3-star. This is the first in the series, and yeah, it was super fast paced. We have our main character, who's our amateur sleuth, Coco. She's an influencer and a celebrity blogger. She was part of this like startup company that sold for millions, and then she ended up opening up her own little media kind of consulting firm in our hometown of Central Shores. And she had these new clients, Sean and Olivia Chen, and they're 10 days away from their grand opening of their specialty consignment store, when Coco goes in and ends up stumbling across their store clerk, Stacey, dead behind the counter. Worried about what this is going to do to the Chen's business before they even start, Coco and her friends do some investigating of their own to find out the culprit. And yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this. It was fun, fast paced, get me intrigued. And yeah, Coco and her friends made some great amateur sleuths. I always love this and cozy mysteries. So yeah, I thought it was super fun, and I can't wait, and I hope the author writes a second one, because yeah, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was the first book of the week. I then started Girl A by Abigail Dean, and this was part of Chloe Reed's Books Crime Scene Corners book club, and I started it on the Wednesday. They started on the Tuesday. So on the Wednesday I was on Ashley's sprints, Ashley from Media World Addiction. I'll leave a link to her channel below. So I caught up on the Wednesday during sprints of the Tuesdays reading and the Wednesdays, and you'll be coming in on the Friday when I'm still reading it, but I just want to finish it basically at that point. So I'm not going to tell you what I thought on this one, but just to give you an idea of what it's about, because obviously you missed that part. It's about Rose Lex, and our main character, who's known as Girl A, is Lex, and she was part of this family, and she doesn't really want to think about her past and her family, except her mother ends up passing away, and she's kind of having to deal with things around that. What happened is her and her siblings were kept captive in their family home by their father, and their mother was also involved, and it gets called the House of Horrors. So things happen to them, and the story follows Lexi as the main character, and then you also get a chapter pair sibling, just to kind of find out how things were for them. So you get the past and lead up to when they were going to get held captive, and then kind of what happened during that period of time, and obviously you're seeing the present, the aftermath of that. That's the best way to describe it. I don't want to go into too much detail because you will get my wrap up and thoughts later on in this. Then I picked up Eat, Pray, #FML by Gabrielle Stone. Now you're going to get my final thoughts on this, and unfortunately for you guys, although ever so slightly fortunate for me because it would have been a lot of footage to edit, but you missed so much of me speaking about this, like of my ranting. It's one of those ones that is absolutely terrible. It's a terrible book, but I did rant a lot, and I did enjoy kind of ranting about it a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And this is a memoir, guys, and basically I saw several TikToks like over the last few months by the author, kind of given the premises of this, and it sold me on it. It 100% sold me on it. And she's all like, you know, she was married. After 2 years of marriage, she found out her husband was having an affair for 6 months with a 19-year-old, and he leaves her. She then ends up meeting this other man, and she ends up falling in love. He asks her to go to Italy on a month-long trip after being together like a month, and then he dumps her 48 hours before going on that trip, and this is what this book is about. And that basically leaves out quite a bit of information, so you would have missed this because like it's in the early clips that I've lost. But the guy that she fell in love after her husband, so you get that information, but the guy Javier, that part is really it's misrepresented. You've not got like all the full story. So he ends up, you know, they have this really long conversation. It's not like he just sent her a text message being like, I don't want you to come with me, that's it. They end up having a really long conversation before kind of he said he needed to go on the trip on his own. His brother had committed suicide a year and a half, if I remember correctly, before this, he asked her to go on this trip. And then he started going through something. It's like the grief hadn't really been resolved and gone away. You don't really know because you get everything from her perspective. So we don't really know what he was going through, but clearly he was still facing his grief and he was having to deal with things, and he said that he needs to go on this trip on his own. And they had this massive long conversation about it. So it wasn't like, you know, see you, don't come with me type thing. So you don't get that information. So initially from those TikToks, it does really paint him in a really bad light. And as you go through, after reading this whole story, there's things that could have been handled differently by him, definitely, but she is really whiny and annoying, and I feel like she hasn't been fair on him at all. So yeah, you kind of misrepresent that information. I also found out whilst reading this that she self-published this, which makes so much sense after reading it, because like it needed a seriously good edit. Yeah, because like it could have benefited from a really good edit, guys, I'm not gonna lie. And she goes on this month-long trip. Basically, she visits cities, basically hardly ever does anything culturally like significant in those cities, like none of the really like big culture things. There's occasionally one bit or two bits, but like, I mean, she went to Amsterdam and didn't go to Anne Frank's house, or she didn't go to like the Van Gogh Museum. She basically did nothing culturally in Amsterdam at all. Other cities she did like one thing or so, but like, yeah, she basically just didn't really actually do anything culturally to actually appreciate, to learn something new about the country, etc. And yeah, she is writing this book that we're listening and reading to. I did an audiobook, guys. As she's on this trip, she already had this idea. She keeps telling people she's writing a book and telling people about the story, and everyone's like shocked. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I'm going to say right now. You will see the rest of my wrap-up thoughts in a moment, and that is it. That is all you missed on this. That's you all caught up, and enjoy basically the weekend portion of this vlog. Thanks, guys. It's Friday evening. I do not have that much left in Eat Pray #FML. I have been making notes on my phone, a couple of things, but I'll give you, once I finish all, I'll come back to you and we can speak about that, because I feel like I really ranted a lot yesterday about it. I picked up The Bride Test last night by Helen Hoang, which is number 2 in like the Kish Quotient series. Completely different characters, so it doesn't matter if you read them out of like context. So I'm reading this for OlympicsAthon and Sims Readathon, and I'm going to tell you all of the prompts that I'm doing them for. Just a second. So for OlympicsAthon, I'm doing it for the Paralympics book reader book with disability rep. The main male character, love interest, has autism. It's been briefly mentioned, and if you don't know the synopsis, he doesn't feel like he's going to be able to love anyone, so he's never like really entered a romantic relationship, and his mom decides to go to Vietnam, get a girl to come and like get him to fall in love and want to marry her, basically. So I'm this at the very beginning, and we have got a little bit about him, not too much, and then we have gotten the chapter from our main female character, and the mum has like spoken to her. It was a coincidence that she actually ended up meeting her, and she's decided to go to America because her mum was basically like, this is opportunity. She already has a child. She's like, you can have a much better life. So she's agreed to it, and that's how far that I've gone with that. Girl A, I've got to the end of today's pages, so that's till the end of chapter 5. I am really enjoying it. I know some people in Discord have been struggling, but I think because I'm listening to the audiobook whilst I'm reading the ebook, it's kept me at a good pace. It's kept me in the really long chapters, because I think that's the thing people have been struggling with. It is really long chapters. I've never, that I can think of, I can't really read a book that's had such long chapters, because there's 7 in total, and I'm on the ebook, but I feel like it's over 300 pages, so it's a lot, guys. But I am really enjoying it. I'm really intrigued, and I'm actually really tempted to maybe finish it tonight, because I want to know now. Like, I'm so intrigued, and we've been slowly building up to when obviously they were gonna the father was gonna like confine them. So you've been seeing like the build up and things have been happening. So it's interesting to see what the final thing is going to be, and 100% there's going to be a twist coming up. And the interesting thing I have seen is that they have just had the chapter on the youngest brother, Noah, and it says boy D, but there's no boy C, which I don't know why that is, but we just had him. He's the youngest one, and he is the only one. He was like still like very young, so he got adopted straight away, and he apparently doesn't have any memories of it because he was so young. So he was like the first one whisked away once they were discovered. So, which makes sense. Like, and he's never had any contact with the rest of the siblings because he doesn't remember, and I suppose they don't want to like bring that trauma on him. So for him it's better. But for the siblings, it's like they've never had any contact with him, whereas they've been in contact with each other over the years, but not that much because they were all separated. And the interesting thing is the last sibling chapter is Evie, who was always the one closest to Lex because they shared a bedroom. So to me it's interesting that she's the last chapter, because like it's going to be really interesting to see what comes out of that chapter, and then the last one is all of them, whatever that means. So yes, I'm really intrigued to see what happens. Like, I know there's a twist coming. I feel like I have certain things in my mind, certain thoughts I don't want to say because it's spoilers, and certain things that happen in that chapter. So I'm not entirely sure where it's going to go, but I have thoughts, and it'll be interesting to see if I'm right or if I'm going to be completely shocked, because it's one of those things that I feel like it's not all that it seems, There's something we're not being told, that's been left out. There's something that is coming, And I just realised I didn't tell you the Bride Test, what prompts that fitted for the Sims Readathon, and that is House Party, a book with multiple POVs, because we have our male and female love interests, so we're going to have alternating chapters, and then also Hot Date, a book featuring romance, which I could also have used the deal for both of these as well, but I haven't got to that yet, so I'm going to use these two. And there's that. So yes, I'm going to finish Eat Pray #FML, because I think I only have I'm listening to the audiobook, but I'm listening to it like 2 times the speed. Also gets it over and done with quicker. But I'm okay. I'm actually taking in what she's saying. As I found from the notes I made yesterday. But anyway, I have. Well, how much time do I have left? Why won't you tell me? I don't want to actually play you. It says 1 hour 13 minutes. So yeah, I have like 35 minutes left, so definitely gonna get that done tonight. And I think I'm gonna finish Girl A because I am super intrigued. I'm really into the story now and I just want to know what's going on. And then that way I can just like go on with the bride test tomorrow and then pick up something else. I feel like I'm really smashing the start of my February TBR and it's probably gonna all go downhill next week or something, but if we get a good start, guys, that's what we're looking for. I'm gonna be quiet, I've been speaking for ages. This has been an absolute massive long vlog. Last week's vlog is quite short, like half an hour compared to what they've been recently. I have like edited it, but then I need to, partly edited it, I need to finish it. My plan was for it to go up this evening, but you know, didn't do that, obviously. So I might try and get it up tomorrow. And then Sunday, I definitely want to post my TBR. Maybe I'll do my TBR, post the vlog on Monday, because Monday seems to be quite a good day, and then post this vlog on Wednesday. Let's see how that works out, guys. But anyway, that is it for the moment, and I will catch up with you later on once I finish these books for full thoughts. So, I haven't finished Eat, Pray, #FML yet. I will be later on, but I've just finished Girl A because like I knew I had to finish it, and guys, I can't say much because like, you know, spoilers. And I haven't really decided what I want to rate it, and it's because there was something I felt that was unresolved, and I feel like, you know, that could have been wrapped up. There was something that wasn't wrapped up that I felt like should have been wrapped up, because something should have happened with that thing. And I know I'm being super vague, and it's because I don't want to like give spoilers, but like I wish that had been wrapped up. And then some bits, like there was something that I worked out, but it's one of those things that I feel like I was maybe starting to work out at the time that the author intended, or ever so slightly before. Like I had worked it out before it was revealed, but it was like literally just before it was revealed. I feel like I was working it out at the right time, if you know what I mean. It's not like I knew that from the beginning, and there was something else that I was like, this is a little bit off, and then, you know, we find out, and there's so many sad things in this book, of the things that happened to the kids and like how it all ended up, and just like I said, there were some bits that were unresolved. There's some bits that are unresolved, which is what's kind of making me like hesitate on my rating at the moment. I think I need to sleep on it because yeah, I just feel like some things could have been resolved, but yeah, it's just so many sad things happened, and yeah, sad things, awful things to these kids. And yeah, I suppose I know this is like classed as a thriller, but it kind of reads like it could be like a true crime memoir. Like it genuinely could have been like a real life account from someone. And yeah, I thought it was a really interesting read. The way it was like laid out. Like the way, but the thing is also the chapters were so long. Like I felt like they could have been broken up, and I completely understand the idea that the author had, because she was like dividing things up by siblings. But like, could you not have just been like Girl A part 1, chapter 1 part 1 or something, Girl A part 2, you know, it could have been broken up, guys, because that was like heavy, and I think the audiobook helped me a lot. Everyone else seems to have like really struggled through those chapters because they're really long. And yeah, because they didn't have the audiobook, and the audiobook 1000% helped me through that. So yeah, I've not really decided what to rate it. It's a really good concept, the way it was done. Like I said, unresolved things that I wish had been resolved. I need to think of it, and I'll come back to you tomorrow and let you know what I rated it. I'm going to finish Eat, Pray, #FML. I'm going to also then read the bride test as well. And yeah, that's kind of what it's going to be for the rest of this weekend. And I really want to finish the bride test by the end of this weekend. And I just realised, guys, I finished my first book for my readathons finally. Like, it's day 4 of February, not of all the readathons. So yes, finally I can mark things off. Hi guys, so it is Saturday morning and I am gonna take out my hair, use a little bit of this oil, just so you know. But yes, I'm going to be taking this out because I want to go for a walk because it's a nice morning. It's supposed to rain later on. So I want to go out for a walk. Plus I want to try and film my January wrap up today to post it for tomorrow. So, you know, we want our hair to look nice. Anyway, you're not here for those updates, you're here for book updates. So I finished Eat Pray #FML last night, finished the last bit. I have to say it wasn't as terrible as it had been throughout. It made a slight improvement, guys, okay? But it's not enough to redeem it. I'm giving it 1 star. I was contemplating 2 stars because I'm like, oh, I did enjoy trashing it a bit, but quite frankly, the writing is a 1-star book. And what else can I add apart from like what I've already been like complaining about like this whole week? Yeah, I feel like she's just, I don't find her extremely genuine because the thing is, throughout the whole book, she has been writing her book. She already came up at one point throughout, she mentioned the name to people while she was travelling, guys. So like she has already, as soon as she was on this trip, she knew, she was like, I'm going to write a bestseller basically in her mind. So there's a part of me that doesn't feel that she's completely genuine in terms of what she's trying to impart, you know. Things happen to her, terrible, you know, I feel bad for it, like about her divorce, how it all happened with Javier, how things went down, you know, I feel bad for her. And, you know, I just feel like she was making this trip to seem like some sort of like, you know, discovery, I don't know, like she was going to impart some sort of like wisdom, and I just didn't get that from this. And yeah, there's certain times, things with Javier, I just feel like, you know, I get she was hurting, but I feel like it was a month-long trip, you know, she even mentions that she kept initiating things with him, and it's just like, yeah, well, he was trying to deal with something, so maybe you should have just left him alone for the trip and see how he felt at the very end, rather than like trying to have this conversation throughout. Personal opinion here, obviously. There's people who, like I said, find this a 5-star, absolutely love it, and there's people who, like me, give it like 1 star, 2 stars. So it's very mixed opinions on this book, and I just suppose it depends what you get out of it. But I just felt like the writing was not good. She uses the word literally all the time. She's constantly like swearing, and yeah, I mean, the other thing about her writing this while she was traveling, she kept telling people she was writing the book, so people knew that she was writing a book, and then she already like designed like the chapter titles, and she was writing in chapter format. So, you know, I feel like she went on this trip trying to make a bestseller. That's the best way to describe it. She went on the trip trying to make a bestseller about her journey, rather than actually just being there in the moment, dealing with it, and then afterwards maybe reflecting back and writing about it. That's what I want to say. So yeah, 1 star. And then there was this quote, I need to go and get my phone because I wrote it down. And I want to say it to you word for word exactly what I wrote down, because it was when I was in the bath the other day and I was just like, what? Did she actually just say that? So give me a sec. Yeah, so she said, to be honest, I've been like mother effing Teresa to him the whole time. And I was just like, what? No. Like, you haven't been. Like, I feel like you contact him, and then you're expecting him to check on you, but like he's clearly going through something. I know you are as well, obviously, but you know, just anyway, that's that. Don't want to dwell on it too much. Girl A, I've decided to rate it a 3 star. Slept on it, thought about it, and I feel that there was a lot of questions unanswered that we didn't get resolved. Certain things, there were some things that just didn't get dealt with. I don't want to say too much because I want to be vague, because, you know, I don't want spoilers. So yes, there's certain things I felt like it would have been nice to have seen the impacts from also the mother, which we didn't get, because it's really, I'd be interested to see how things were for her. Like, we never really got to see that side of things. I felt like those couple of years where they were actually just confined to the house, there was hardly any information on it. A lot of the time things were alluded to, but you never got things fully explained. I mean, horrible things happened, like I said yesterday. I just feel like, yeah, certain things weren't resolved. And also that ending, guys, like, what was that ending? Like, what does that mean? Like, no, like what? And I feel like the twists, like I said, there was one that I was probably guessing it around about the time the author wanted you to, maybe slightly before. And then there were some other like twists, but I feel like there was never really a really big like, you know, for me anyway. Maybe those other two ones were supposed to be, but I didn't find them like super big, like really, you know. But I still think it's well written. I think she developed, you know, the characters well. I liked it, interesting that we saw from each sibling. So each sibling and how they were. It would have been nice to get a little bit more of certain things, like I said. But yeah, overall a good 3-star book. So like I said, I'm going to be going on a walk just now because the weather looks nice. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. So I want to not lose reading time. So because I have the bride test on the go, I'm not that far into it. I haven't really gotten into it yet. Like I haven't read enough, you know. And then I do have the deal on my TBR, so OlympicsAthon, and for sports, and then also for the Sims Readathon. I could use it for the same ones as bride test, multiple POV, and hot to date. So I'm thinking the ebook I got for free from Kindle, and I looked on Audible, and I can get the audiobook for like £3.49 because I have the ebook. They give me a reduced rate. So I'm thinking getting the ebook so I can start it whilst I'm on my walk, and then I can switch to the ebook later on and like, you know, read, because there's like whisper sync. So I'm thinking of doing that so I don't lose reading time, and then we can get on, because honestly I was looking at my TBR this morning and I am concerned, guys. I'm concerned, just like, what did I do? Why did I think I was winning this TBR? Because there's so many books, and February is such a short month, and I decided to take part in 2 readathons in February on the shortest month. And then knowing that I had the Dragon Republic to read, which is like almost 700 pages for the read along, and then have all these other books, and I feel like I did not plan this well. But anyway, that's updates for me. I'm gonna go for this walk. I'm gonna listen to the deal, guys. I'm gonna get the deal, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna listen to the deal. I'll check in with you later on. Like I said, I want to try and film my wrap-up video today. So edit, get that up tomorrow. I've almost finished editing the weekly vlog for last week. I decided to put it up on Monday, and then this one will go up on Wednesday. I need to try and start editing it like tomorrow or something, because honestly it is a beast of a vlog, this one. So thank you for sticking around if you have gotten this far. And I feel like, why don't you leave, like the prayer hands emoji for Eat Pray #FML, to the worst book of 2022, because if I don't think I can top, nothing can top that unless I read the sequel, and I don't think I can put myself through that. So I don't think it's going to be beaten, guys. I think it's going to be my #1 worst book. There is obviously still plenty of time to read bad books, but I don't think any as bad as that. So yes, I will catch up with you later on that. My wrap up for January. It's like after 3 now, and like the sun is back out. I can see that there's clouds on the horizon. I did get caught in the rain on my walk. But yes, okay, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sit down and have a quick lunch, and I popped on the Tinder Swindler, and I just had to watch it then, guys. That is crazy. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because like, crazy, absolutely crazy. But I'm gonna go just now and film my wrap up so I can have that up tomorrow. I'm gonna be good, guys, gonna be good. So yes, I was listening to the deal when I was out walking about. So I have, because it's on Audible, it tells me at the speed I'm listening I have 6 hours and 15 minutes left, and I'm on chapter 6. So we've alternated chapters between Hannah and Garrett. Garrett's the captain of the hockey team, and he is done like really bad on a midterm, and he needs to pass. He ends up finding out that Hannah is one of the only people who actually did well in this class, and he's basically trying to convince her to be his tutor, and to help him pass. So far, I'm not a huge fan of either of them so far, I'm not gonna lie. Garrett wasn't coming off that great a guy, until something, I don't really want to see too much, I want to ruin it, but something showed his good qualities, and I feel like, okay, he plays off this persona because he's like this like popular captain of the hockey team and for this huge like university college team, and like his dad is like this famous like hockey player. I feel like he plays off a certain persona, and obviously we did get like a few bits and pieces of like his inner thoughts, but we saw something not too long ago when I was listening to it that actually showed him off in a better light, and I think he's a nicer guy than what we've seen so far, so he might be redeeming himself for me. And like I said, Hannah, I don't know, I've not really connected with her as a character yet, but literally within like the first 5 minutes, because it was just before I was going out the door, I had to like be like, wait a minute, we need to go back 30 seconds, because like it was just like a casual, oh yeah, I haven't been really attracted, these are like the only two guys I've been attracted to since I was raped, and I was just like, wait, what? Like, I thought I was just having a little fun romance book, but there's not. And then this kind of went off, and I'm like, is this ever going to be addressed? But there was a little bit that we saw, not again, that's about her last chapter, so it's not that far into it. You do actually get a little bit of background of that, but I was just like, oh, I just thought, we're having a nice little romance story, a bit of steam every now and again, but wasn't expecting that. So I think that's going to come into play a little bit more. It's definitely, there's certain ways that the way she is and behaving obviously explains it, of what's happened to her in her past. But yeah, wasn't expecting that, guys. But yeah, it's still building. I'm still getting to know the characters. Like I said, I'm not like super invested in them at the moment. She really doesn't like him. He thinks she is actually quite attractive, but he's not after her. In that sense, he's really wanting to do well in his exam. But he is attracted to her. And that's it for reading. I'm going to go and film this wrap up, guys, because I really need to do that for tomorrow. And then yeah, I'll be going back to reading. I'll probably pick up a little bit of the bride test again. Yeah, I'll be switching between the two. I'll wait to do editing, guys. Oh, so much work to do today. I'm tired as well, for some reason, unknown reason to me. But that's it for the moment. Go and watch The Tinder Swindler, guys, okay? Go and watch The Tinder Swindler. You need to see it. Everyone needs to know who this guy is. Everyone. So that he can never, ever do stuff like this again. And yeah, that is it. And I'll catch up with you later. I have 38% of the way through the deal, and according to Audible, the speed I'm listening at, there's 4 hours left. I'm really enjoying it now, actually. I'm really starting to kind of gel with the characters, like the way they're like building, the interactions between them, how things are going. Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I have heard people speaking about this, like I've heard good things about it, and it's an enjoyable read. I think it's just really fun. I'm starting to like I said, I'm warming to them, the interactions, it's building. I haven't picked up the bride test at all today. I think I'm going to continue the deal this evening, read as much as I can, probably finish it off tomorrow, and then go back to the bride test. It is so, I'm swept up into it, and I haven't really gotten that far into the bride test. I only read like 2 chapters, and I hadn't seen the characters together yet, the 2 love interests, so I've not had the chance to like be kind of in the story. So yeah, I think I'll stick with the deal for the moment. Sorry, I just sneezed, I just feel very nasally at the moment. Finished editing my weekly vlog from last week. I think I might put that one up tomorrow and put up my wrap up on Monday, and then this vlog will be Wednesday. I think I'll do it like that. And tomorrow, yeah, let's say the weather is, because it's a horrible evening, it's like raining, it's super windy, so we'll see what tomorrow's like, what I'm going to end up doing, and that's it for the moment. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning, it is Sunday guys, it is Sunday and I'm going to take my glasses off for a second. Reading update the deal. According to the audiobook I have 3 hours left and 54% of the way through. Sorry, my hair's been a bit weird. I'm 54% of the way through the deal, and Garrett guys. Garrett, love him, he's such an amazing character, and Guy, just that's the update. Garrett guys, Garrett. I'm absolutely loving this now. Like I feel like, yeah, I've gotten into it, the characters, their development, how the interactions are between them. I'm absolutely loving it. Like I know yesterday I was a little bit doubtful at the start, but loving it. So I really, really want to finish that one today. Like I'm enjoying it so much. I want to finish it today. At 5:30 I'm going to be on Sprints on Jane's channel with Charlotte as well. I'm not too sure if Megan's gonna be able to join us. It's just like our popular read along ones, but like you can read any book. So yes, I've got those at 5:30, so I can get a good solid few hours reading this evening. I really want to finish the deal before then, so then I can get on to the bride test. But yes, I need to load my video for today up. I'm probably going to do the vlog today, and then tomorrow I'll do the wrap up, because I'll try and edit some of that today. I have some other bits and pieces that I actually need to do as well. And yes, that's it. But Garrett guys, Garrett. I'm shortly going to be going on Sprints on Jane's channel. I was just filming a video, and guys, who needs the gym when you could just do a video that involves a huge stack of books? You know, I don't need the gym. I just, you know, be lifting those books, guys, lifting those books. Anyway, I'm so undecided what to read on the Sprints, but I think I might just have to go to the bride test. So I'm still making my way through the deal. Absolutely loving it guys, absolutely loving it. And I only have an hour and 12 minutes left, but I don't think I want to finish it on Sprints, because I feel like, you know, Sprints you always like have that time crunch, and I'm just at that point near the end, and I just know for a fact that we're gonna end, like we'll have like a sprint and there'll be a point that I just want to keep going and I can't. So I think it's safer if I read the bride test, I think, during the sprints, because I haven't really gotten into the story anyway, so I think it'll be a good chance for me to have that set time of reading and be able to get into that story and those characters, and then afterwards this evening I'm going to finish the deal. And like I said guys, loving it, absolutely loving it guys. It's so good. Like I feel like it's a 5-star guys. I feel like it's 5-star. Like I've got like same sort of like, I feel the same way I did about the Hating Game. That was a 5-star for me, so this is like 5 stars. It's another 5 stars. And guys, we need to see how the end, and I'll give you my final rating in case something horribly wrong goes and completely changes my mind. But currently as it stands, I'm saying 5 stars. If it is, that would be my 3rd this year, and last year I had 6 in total, one of which was the reread. So if it, you know, we're doing amazing this year if that's the case. But yes, I'm gonna hop on these sprints. Sorry, my cheeks. I just, you know, when you do a video sometimes, like I was just doing like obviously doing like thumbnail pictures, you know, doing my workout, and my cheeks smiling too much. So yes, I'm going to be on the sprints just now, and yes, my video is going up at this evening. It's going up at 5, so like 15 minutes time, which was last week's vlog. I know I was thinking I'm partway through editing, and I could get it done for tomorrow. I'm partway through editing my wrap up video, but I'm thinking I will post it on Wednesday and then do this vlog next Sunday. Rather than rushing all and us having so many videos come out, because the one that I just filmed will be then. Sorry, just doing a little quick maths. I can make it work. I don't want to post that many videos so close together. But anyway, that's it for the moment. And I'll update you a little bit later on my reading and how it went on and my final rating on the deal, because guys, we're reading it, we're finishing it tonight. I know I just got busy doing other things, so I didn't spend all the time. I think also I knew I was going to be in sprints, so on sprints I'm going to be reading, so I didn't want to overload myself with too much reading. But guys, I absolutely love the deal, and Garrett is just, oh, he's such an amazing character. He's a great love interest. And guys, he's a really great love interest. And yeah, that's it for the moment. So I finished the deal last night, guys, and I loved it. I just love that book so much. I love those characters. 5-star, guys. 5-star. We're getting a really good start to 2022 in terms of the quality. Well, not the quality. In terms of, like, you know, 5-star ratings and bad books. I'm doing well so far. I really enjoyed it. Probably enjoyed it more than I should have. And, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, it's not going to win any prizes for its writing, but I absolutely loved it, so I had to give 5 stars. I like the conclusion of it, and I just really liked the relationship and everything that happened, and I really like them as characters. Garrett is just such a great, like, romantic character, and that's not what I want to say. And yeah, and I really liked Garrett as, like, the male romance interest. And so there's like 4 books in the series, so then the other ones, it follows different hockey players. Definitely gonna go and read the other ones, guys. The second one is on script, so I'll probably give that a go and see if it's still as good before I look at picking up the others, but I enjoyed that probably far too much. But that's it. I only got to 28% of the way through the Bride test, which I read during the sprint last night. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this vlog. I will see you in the next one, guys. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye.